Welcome back to another episode of the Random Noise Podcast where nothing is ever planned. This stream is ASMR. I hope everyone enjoys, and I'm very sorry for what you witness. I had some of my lovely friends and family members gather up some photos for me to describe for you today. And from the few that I have seen, we're in for a long ride. We're going to start off when, oh Lord, I've gotten some more. Oh boy. So we are in for a very interesting description today. If I do not get through all of the photos, we will be doing another stream next week on Thursday around the same time. And, yes. I cannot promise this will be good. I cannot promise it will be bad. I can only promise chaos. And that is all we will have. If anything manages to not be ASMR during this stream, I don't care. Hello, Sadie. Welcome to ASMR, where I have slowly channeled Bob Ross. For what reason? Hell. For the reason of hell. Sartorius has graciously sent me some very interesting photos that I am so excited to share with you. I feel as though it is unfair to call them interesting, though, because a few of these have some lovely backstories. For instance, we have a Jedi in training. You would only know this Jedi in training if you watched any Star Wars movie. I have not. Therefore, it will not be very accurate in description. But I do think we shall appreciate our Jedi in training. He seems to be very talented in whatever he is doing. His mask fits perfectly. Nothing wrong with this. In fact, I believe he uses the Force well. Is everyone ready to meet our Jedi in training? Here we have not ASMR. I have just recently managed to escape the devil's wife. Don't mind me. We have our Jedi in training. It is a very lovely creature. Can't you tell that he uses the Force wisely? Why can you not? Is it because you do not have your volume up? Or because I'm not close enough? There. Maybe staticky. See if that helps. But, that has concluded Jedi in training. We have, I don't even know where to start with this one. I'll be perfectly honest. So... I think I can only describe this image as the greatest engineer of their kind. They know how to get the job done, if you know what I mean. Extremely efficient, and they have more brain cells than I do, clearly. I give you the greatest engineer of all time. See how wonderfully he managed to fit his nose in a hole? Who could ever do that other than a 100,000 IQ dog? Nobody. Nobody but this dog. The greatest engineer. If I had one question for this dog, it would be for it to share some of its knowledge. Next up, we have a dog that has some of the smallest ears I've ever seen. I don't understand how that is even possible to have ears so small. It's a beautiful sight. Were they natural? Were they man-made? These ears are beautiful. It has the most amazing face in history. Look how small these ears are. Isn't it astonishing? How could a dog have such small ears? How could us humans have such small ears? We should strive to be this beautiful. It's a wonderful sight. I think up next we have a tragedy story. The story of a warrior who lost a leg. It's so sad. They were a brave soldier, fought in many wars. But this photo shows them still up and moving alive and well. Let's celebrate this fallen soldier before they passed away from their injuries. Thank you for your service. Now, if we had a fallen soldier, an amazing Jedi, the most beautiful creature in all of land, and the greatest engineer, I give you the smartest thing alive. It is not. This is the most amazing photo you have ever seen. This right here is the smartest creature I have ever seen. It sees universes. It sees into your soul. I give you Dr. Kitty. It's obviously a supernatural being from outer space. It knows all. It sees all. It hears all. Do you see how massive those ears are? This is an intelligent creature. There is a world of thoughts behind their eyes. They could read the future. Next up, we have a great family photo. We have the mom, we have the dad, and we have the son, who is so grateful to be in their arms. This computer is aggravating me. This family is clearly the happiest on earth. I envy them. Look how happy they are. Don't you feel so upset that your family is not this happy? This is clearly the greatest family that has ever existed. There is no drama. There is no pain. There is no lies told. Because there is nothing bad about this family. The greatest family. I'm not sure how to describe this photo. Joy? No, I don't think it would be joy. I think this photo would be amazement. Amazement at how wonderful life is. How nothing could ever go wrong. This image is bliss. Don't you see how happy they are? They're in absolute amazement. Everything is great. They can't understand how wonderful it is. It's like they saw how happy that family was. And they are in wonder, because maybe they could be adopted by this wonderful family. It's truly a happy sight. Last up from Sartorius, we have... Well, what do we have here? It's not extraterrestrial, it's not magnificent, it's not... Oh, that's right. It is pure. This is purity. This image will bring you nothing but joy, happiness, comfort. It is not human. It is not inhuman. It is not from space or another universe. It is not from this planet, but it is from your heart. This creature, this amazing thing, is everything everyone ever needs. It is the reason for the family's happiness. Can't you see why they were so happy? I can. I would be happy too if this was my family pet. Up next, we do not know, because this is the end of the Sartorius line, of the happiest story on Earth. A family who has the greatest pet, most amazing son, future daughter, and all the knowledge of the creatures. We do have somebody else who will share some lovely images with us. Let's see. What do we have? Take a moment. Catch your breath. I know. The happiness took your breath away. Breathe in, out, because we have the greatest lineup of absolute serenity. I've never seen such calm photos in my entire life. Like, for example, here we have a bonfire, happiness overload, nothing going wrong in the world. Nothing could ever destroy the peace of this photo. Not even all the knowledge in the universe. happiest campfire you ever did see. I would be very happy to be at this campfire. So would this next person. This next person is going to be the happiest to be at this campfire. Absolutely honored to have the pleasure of joining this lovely person at the campfire. We have the happiest man on earth. Don't you see how great this is? You have the calmest campfire, the happiest man on earth. What more could you need? I know what I would need. A classic horror story. So here we have the happiest man on earth and the calmest man on earth around the calmest campfire. And they are joined by none other than Goku. Upon his arrival, it prompted a discovery. A discovery of kindness. And this kindness was nothing like you've ever seen. It's incomparable to anything on Earth. I am convinced this is an alien to show such kindness. The camping trip is complete, with the happiest man on Earth, the calmest man on Earth, Goku, and the kindest man on Earth. Nothing could be happier in this moment. Sadly, this happy campfire trip has to come to an end. First, the kindest man leaves. Goku is next. The happiest man is no longer there, and the campfire burns out. Now we start a brand new story. A story of recognition. The story of all-knowing power. In this story, we have our hero. But our hero always needs a villain. So, I give thee Quiet Man. Quiet Man was too quiet. Our hero did not see them coming. They were in the distance. But here he came. Quiet Man snuck up on our hero. And took away his powers. But there would be an anti-villain, a new hero to save the hero. Who could it be? I know them as none other than the most beautiful woman on earth, with the perfect round face, the most beautiful doe eyes. Who could it possibly be to save the hero? Any guesses? Of course not. You would never expect Kim Kardashian. No, it can't be. She wipes out the quietest man and brings the hero back to its full glory. But with a new hero in town, there has to be a new villain, right? Kim K? No. She won't be the only one to stand alone. The old hero passed on their role to Kim K. But this new villain, well, he's nothing to hay around with. Him and his sidekick could really kick you. His sidekick, especially. They're so tall. It's intimidating. The villain chose well. Let's find out our new villain, shall we? A beautiful, tall brunette. But not quite as tall as his sidekick. Let's keep that in mind. This villain, he's tall, but he's not that tall, right? We understand this. Here we have our villain. Towering over Kim K, there's nothing she can do. Especially when her sidekick. Her sidekick? His sidekick. Extend Egg is brought into the picture. She's outnumbered. There's nothing holding them back Extend Egg, and Horseman really find it hilarious when she is forced into submission and vanishes. With these two roaming the world, who could possibly save the forest? I think I know. Do you have any ideas? You took too long to guess. I'm just going to have to show you. Here we have Handsome Sid the Sloth. Handsome Sid the Sloth is so large, so intimidating, that they are just no match. They run, they flee. Handsome Sid the Sloth wins by default. Cousin, can I please ask what the fuck this photo is? How am I supposed to know it? No. We have a brand new story, with Handsome Sid the Sloth safely keeping the town under check. Forest under check. We no longer have to worry. But we do have something to worry about. A father left for work. And the sons were left at home. But one son was curious. Is my father my real father? He asked. Unsure of the answer, he asked his brothers. Am I your real brother? Of course, the brothers give the only logical response. In this world, it's either yeet or be yeeted. It made perfect sense. His father never yeeted him. He was not worthy of the yeet like his brothers. And so while his father was away, image inserting for father being away, 1 second. Father is away. See, father drove to work. Yes, made sense, okay. The brother went on a hunt to find his true father. And alas, he was victorious. He found the man that would yeet him like he oh so wanted to be. Admittedly, he wasn't too sure about why his father looked this way, but he was content. he was happy. He had finally been yeeted. Now all of those memories of all of the times that his father just never loved him. His father would neglect him, put him up like dry cleaning on the wall. No, not on the line. On the wall. Here, let me show you. Sartorius, do your job. I didn't realize soft, sultry ASMR voice was enough to trigger that. While his father, his true father, is yeeting him, he has flashbacks of the time that his father put him out to dry. It was a horrible memory. He didn't know how to describe it. It could not be described. His mother had extracurricular activities. Maybe that's why his father is not his real father. It all comes back to him now. His mother was a stripper. That's how he has a different father than his brothers. That's the only way it made sense, right? That's also why his uncle probably acted the way he did. Let's be honest here. His uncle was also an interesting character. Party animal, if you will. Many talents. His favorite talent? Oh, his mother loved. His mother definitely loved his uncle's best talent. A little too much, which probably explains how he ended up the son of a monkey. Anything could please her. Just look at this talent. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? With the backstory done, the brother was no longer confused. He was content. He knew his father, and he knew why. He also knows that one of his brothers may or may not be a product of incest. Felix, And that concludes the story of the boy who did not know his father. we start a brand new series. I am amazed to say that I do believe that this story is a little bit illegal. I'll be perfectly honest, I don't think this is legal. So we're going to start off with what I can only imagine to be the most sane person on Earth. That's the only way you can describe this. I'm sure they give candy to children and babysit parks while parents are not around to make sure the children are safe, right? We need more people like this in the world. You know what else we need more of in the world? Human weapons. Human weapons are what fuel the creation of these amazing people. Are shapeshifters. They take on many forms. From seductive boomerang to all-powerful backbow. These are the fuel to all things good, like our most sane person. If I've ever seen a challenge in my life, it is how to incorporate these photos into the story. I will be perfectly honest. Let's see. Right. They found a new form of transportation. They are so powerful, so sane, so genius. Why have we not thought of this before? Also, I would like it to be known that Sammy is getting spammed with every single one of these photos. She still has to suffer through this without having to watch it. The greatest form of transportation. It'll get you there in 2 seconds, no matter where it is. Do you need to get to your fridge? 2 seconds. Do you need to get to the other side of the world? 2 seconds. Men like this, the most amazingly wonderful man, the most sane man on earth, has created transportation like no other. look at it. Be in awe. Have you had enough time to soak in how amazing this very sane person is that takes care of children in unattended playgrounds? And how they have created the best form of transportation? Yes? Good. Because now we start a brand new story. In this story, I bring you the tragedy that is father and son. How one man had a son who looked up to him so much that it took his life. Here we have Spider Bitch and Young Boy. Young Boy looked up to his father Spider Bitch so much that one day his father just wasn't around, and he toppled and he fell. His smile did not last long, for his father lied. He did not have the power that he was promised. The father was so disappointed. The only thing he could possibly imagine doing is calling on the uncle. Maybe he could save him. Maybe he could bring his son back. Or simply berate his son for being a dumbass, but either way, he called on the uncle. The timing of this photo is a little bit great. I'll be perfectly honest. Even though Young Boy did not have Spider Bitch's powers, there was a son in the wonderful universe who did gain his father's powers. The son of the Energizer Bunny. Not only did he gain his father's powers, but he created his own brand. And it was better. Sartorius, do your job. Now. I have no emotions, can you not tell? I don't need love. This is my love, you dumb bot. Bin Chang, the son of the Energizer Bunny. Now he has true power. We are going to take a breathing intermission. You are allowed exactly 1 second to remember how to breathe while I figure out my next story. I do believe this story will be of a diva. A diva who had their spotlight taken. Yes, I see it now. Are you ready to breathe? I didn't think so. So we are going to start off with the absolutely wonderful model and singer, Nah. Nah here. Wow, that sounded like some really bad YouTube intro. Let's ignore that I just said that. Nah was so famous for the fact that he made a microphone that looked just like him. It's what made him famous. Some say he was the best singer. Some say he was the best inventor. But either way, Nah was famous. But there would be a diva that not only could sing, but could rap, could pose, could do it all, they said. This diva had power. More power than Binchang, the Energizer Bunny's son. Here we have the ability to duplicate the sass of 100. No Lee put Nah up for a challenge. Whoever could out-sass would win. Who do you think won this story? The winner would get a personal chef to cook all of their meals. I will give you a spoiler. The winner was Noli, and there was nobody who could have seen it coming. Furious, Na took his anger out on his microphone. That was the last we ever saw of the microphone. They documented it in the museums. It even had its own ceremony. Na would refer to it as the fly that ruined his life, but Noli would refer to it as the reason he flied to victory. It was that day that Noli would meet his personal chef. This chef specialized in something very interesting. The thing that gave Noli all of their powers. You won't expect it. Cannibalism. Noli was a cannibal, and his personal chef catered to him, making his own kind. And that is how Na got defeated as the #1 pop star in the industry. That has concluded my random ASMR stream. I hope you all enjoyed. I will, hopefully, never do this again. I'm lying. I will do this again next week. Why? Because this was actually really funny. Thank you all for coming and enjoying. Please remember to breathe on the way out the door. Goodbye.